Jones. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Coming this way, Go, go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On second down now. It's Grant, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, Grant. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch the safety creep.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. King. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. He was out there. Waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And it's a fumble, being chased out left.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second down, King. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's Greg Zuerlein now, as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on, because you might wear the defense down.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Got it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Jones has it. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the double. 56. Protein spell. Hey, tight down. There you go. Start.
On third down, it's Jones, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
8 read.
On first down, Lawrence. And he finds Howard complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Beat them. Beat them.
They'll go with Jones. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. On 1st down, Grant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's King to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. 3rd down here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. King operating from the gun. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Hey, let go. 56, Mike, 56. Nice, sweetheart. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hey, Zoo. 56. Mike's 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
56. 6-6. Pull it high. On the ball.
Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. King now off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's a baby stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, King. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The pickup there, 5 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll run with Pollard, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now King on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Twist! Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Here's King throwing on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
No, motion. Zoom. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Check tight. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. In your face.
King from the gun, he'll throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.